Should we go inside?
When was this built?
I think it's from 1920.
It's so phenomenally beautiful in like a really absurd way. Oh, is this her?
No.
But you brought me somewhere religious on purpose.
Well, actually, it was because my film, or your film, reminded me of this place.
My name is Emily Wardill. So I made a film which is showing in the X-Room at the SMK. So it's a film about a man who is a neuroscientist, and he has a patient called Simon who can't move his own body unless he's looking at it. And it's a kind of a physical film about his partly his relationship to this patient, but also his relationship to his lover Slalom, and who he meets on the internet. And it's a kind of obstacle course which gets enacted in a physiotherapy room, and a lot of it's to do with how desire needs obstacles to exist.
This man, his name is actually Simon, he can't move his body without looking at it. So if we should turn out the lights in this room, he would fall over.
What is it called? This theory that the doctor is studying. He has a special.
Oh, it's proprioception. Like your awareness of your own body. Because his patient has this thing where he can't move his own body unless he's looking at it. So you have this. He can't. Everything that looks like an automatic movement becomes this very cerebral thing. And for acting, that's quite strange, because that's what a bad actor looks like. Like if I'm a bad actor, which I am, if I try and act, it's that you start to move in this very self-conscious way.
So, is that close enough?
Yes. Now I try to lift it.
Yes.
It's not even like it's not even that thing of like disconnecting your brain from your body. It's like the condition is as though your body belongs to someone else. And that's the same thing that Simon doesn't know. He doesn't. That's why he's so intriguing as a character, because he doesn't know things that we just we don't even think about whether we know them or not. It's like it doesn't even become what we associate with being intelligent.
What's his name, the main character?
Eitienne. He's emotionally quite stupid, but in his work he's very kind of intelligent, because he can do all this. He can understand. Say, for instance, there's this point at which he has an argument with his lover, and she has remembered something that he's told her, and he can't understand why she would remember that out of everything that he's ever shared with her. But the reason that the reason that Slalom remembers this is because she knows that he's embarrassed by it, but partly, and she wants to use it, so it has like an agency. But it's also that she remembers it because it has an emotion attached to it, and he would know that if he applied what he knew about memory and intelligence in an empirical way.
Well, how can you even remember that? Out of everything that I shared with you, you remember that?
I don't know. I guess I don't understand enough not to make mistakes.
But I teach this stuff to kids.
But I don't just know something just because you know it.
And then she also takes him on this obstacle course because she knows stuff that he knows academically, but she knows it in a different way. So she's trying to get him to remember with his body. She wants to do something to his body that makes him use it, which he doesn't do very often. But I'm also really into this idea of like a sex scene that's not erotic outside of the physical act. So it's like a different, which is why the breathing's in there. So like when you hear them breathing from having done this obstacle course, it becomes like the breathing that would happen if they'd just been like making love for a long time. And Chaplin talks about it. When you like read Chaplin's autobiography, he does this thing where he's like, he gets people are constantly sort of pushing him because he has this very questionable libido, which is activated a lot by very young women. He's wanted. He's often wanted by people, by women. And there's a woman who's like booked the hotel room next to him, but he starts to sing this song, and she sings the other part to this song. He's like in his room, he thinks he's on his own, and he hears this other voice, and then he like knocks on the door, and she pretends to be, well, she acts like she's frightened, but she's obviously booked herself into this hotel room on purpose. Like she knows that he's next door, and she starts to play hard to get, and. But what he likes, what he talks about liking, is this play before it becomes anything. He's always on his way somewhere else. And it makes him really unhappy. I mean, you can feel it makes him really unhappy at the same time. But it's a very, it's like a modern condition.
And I come back with a dessert, and you're telling him that? Everybody lies about this.
Everybody lies about this. Don't talk, just
kiss. So they say, like, everybody lies about this, don't talk, just. And then the word exists in the whole audience. And it's very, if you never say it, if it's always just, if you make it exist in the minds of people who are watching it, then it becomes this kind of, this thing that you always want to fill in. I don't quite know what that is. I don't quite know how to describe it. It's like not saying the word and then the thing has to happen. That bit with the lemon, where she eats the lemon, is like this Chaplin homage. He takes a lemon and he bites out of it like it's an apple, and it's black and white as well. So you see the colour in your head, and you also feel the sourness in your mouth. It's so simple and it's so brilliant.
Can I take one of you?
You're not going to put it on Facebook or anything?
No, you can keep it. Look up. How can you put it on Facebook? That's scanner. Look up.